Magic 89.9.
Today's Best Music Magic 89.9. You're with Junior Jock, Joaqui here, and ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the week again. It is game night, baby. I'm gonna be with you guys up until 9 p.m. and we have a very, very jam-packed show today. So I hope you guys stick around and I hope you guys have some fun. We have some special guests coming in later today, so be sure to stick around for that. And of course, we're gonna be running through the usuals. We're gonna be running through what's hot, the hottest game of the week, and also I'm gonna be giving you guys some new game recommendations that you guys should try out over in your guys' free time. And of course, later we're gonna have on-air games, the usual for game night. Do not worry about a thing. For now, Paradise on the Magic.
You're leveling up with Joaqui, Kian, and David on game night.
Stop. Ladies and gentlemen, it is another incredible Thursday, so you guys know what that means. It is game night, baby. You're with me, Junior Jock, Joaqui, up until 9 p.m. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but usually I got some other boys with me. Usually Kian is with me, but unfortunately today, Kian is handling some important business. He's currently handling Dota casting. So if you guys want to show him some support, I want you guys to show him some support. You guys can drop by his Twitch stream. That's twitch.tv/AnoTheCaster. He's casting Dota tournaments right now, and he's doing an absolutely incredible job. Unfortunately today, we're doing things solo dolo, and we're going to be balling today. The plan is simple for the day, ladies and gents. I mentioned earlier that, of course, I gotta run through the mandatories. I gotta give you guys what's hot. This is the part of the show where we talk about the top games of the week, and I think I got the perfect game to showcase for you guys, okay? Here is the thing. There's a new game that just got released on October 22nd. Just yesterday, a new game got released, and it's a game called Dispatch. And I don't know if you guys have heard of Dispatch, but if you guys are fans of comic book superhero stories, if you guys are fans of story-type games, telltale games, let's say The Walking Dead, one where it's a narrative-driven game wherein you make the choices and you handle every single choice matters, then Dispatch might be the perfect game for you. It's a brand new game. Episode 1 and Episode 2 just got released, and the reason I'm bringing you guys up to speed on that game, mainly because the cast for Dispatch is absolutely crazy. We got quite the star-studded cast of voice actors, voice talents, bringing in their incredible voices to play some very interesting characters. So let me run through you guys, okay? First off, we have Aaron Paul. I don't know if you guys know Aaron Paul, but he played as Jesse Pinkman in Breaking Bad. Well, he's voicing the main protagonist of the entire game. The character you play as, you're playing as Jesse Pinkman. Yeah, science, yeah. He I don't know if he still sounds like he is in Breaking Bad, but he is the voice of the main character. Other voices we have Laura Bailey as in Visigal. We have Charlie White, Mr. Moist Critical himself, voicing one of the characters named Sonar. And we also have Sean McLaughlin, a.k.a. Jacksepticeye himself, joining in the voice cast as Punch Up. So if you guys are fans of, let's say, Invincible, if you guys are fans of superhero movies, I feel like this would be the perfect game for you. It's out now on Steam, 10% off on Steam, might I add. It's currently 765 pesos if you guys grab it today. And I'm hoping you guys check it out. That is the top game of the week. So much buzz in that game. And I might try it myself. I'm looking forward to trying it. It looks so freaking nice. And of course, you know me with voice actors. I absolutely love when the voice actors are this star-studded. The voice cast is this star-studded. But yes, of course, be sure to stick around in just a bit because I'm gonna bring you guys mini games for you where I give you guys game recommendations that you guys should try if you guys want to dip your toes into the gaming sphere. Let's catch up more in a bit. For now, I'll be playing you guys some music. This was a request. Someone requested for Twice. And, you know, I got you guys. I got you guys when it comes to requests. So send them over on playback.tv/magic899. Let's keep them coming. For now, Twice, I got you. Here in today's best music, Magic 89.9.
You're leveling up with Joaqui, Kian, and David on game night.
A little freak here on today's best music, Magic 89.9. We're grooving and vibing because it is game night, baby. You're still with me, Junior Jock, Joaqui, and I'm gonna bring you guys up to speed on everything when it comes to video games, anime, absolutely everything. If you guys are fans of that, then be sure to stick around. If you guys want to reside in Nerd's Paradise, then game night is the place for you. We talk about everything. We talk about anime, video games, and just a bit today. I got a pretty jam-packed show for you guys today. I'm excited, but here's the thing. I mentioned to you guys earlier the top game of the week. Talked about what's hot. Now, though, I want to give you guys a recommendation for mini games for you. I'm so used to having Kian here doing the sound effect. We're doing mini games for you, wherein I introduce you guys a game that is beginner friendly, basically. If you guys want to get into the gaming sphere, want to dip your toes into what it's like to be a gamer, then I give you guys a free recommendation that you guys can try out, basically, and you guys can play around with. And here's the thing. I've been going through the internet, the interwebs, and I ran through Steam and I found a game called Skate. Here's the thing. A lot of people know the Skate franchise. Skate is an absolutely huge franchise if you guys are fans of doing flip tricks. If you guys are fans of Tony Hawk Pro Skater, then the Skate franchise is an absolute staple. But they just released the latest rendition of Skate. Skate with a period at the end. And it's currently free to play over on Steam. So, if you guys are looking for a sandbox game, if you guys are looking to try out cool tricks with a skateboard, if you guys are skateboard enthusiasts and want to get into video games, or you've always wanted to try skateboarding, but you've never really had the chance to, then maybe, just maybe, you guys might want to go to try out Skate so you guys can try it out over there. Try out the tricks over there. And the funny thing about it is people treat it like a sandbox game. You just mess around, you just play around with your board and do the most insane tricks on the most insane places. There's an area there where you can go on top of a building and then just roll down at the speed of light, and you're able to do like 5 360 flips. Given that you do land it, that would be really impressive, but it's just a game you're meant to properly mess around with. So if you guys are looking for something with funny ragdoll physics, with some very interesting tricks that you guys can try out, then you guys should totally drop by and try Skate. It's free over on Steam, and I've been seeing people play it, and it's been a lot of fun. For those who are here, thank you guys so much for sticking around here on Game Night. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your time so far. Hopefully your Thursday is doing good. I'm seeing a bunch of people over here in chat. Thank you guys for sticking around. I'm seeing Ghost of Sparta, Victor Torres is here, the President is here, Lex is here, Labalabubu is here, Sibari is here. Guys, hi, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Gabriel and Menzo is here, Lightermain 200X is here. Hopefully you guys are having a good day so far. John Dalit Tamayo as well. Thank you guys for sticking around. The plan is simple, okay? I've been teasing since earlier that we have a jam-packed show, and I am not kidding. Because in just a bit, we finished the mandatories, we finished the game recommendations. I ran you guys through them. Now, in just a bit, when we come back, we got some very special guests coming here today. We got some very special guests joining us for today's rendition of Game Night, because there's a lot of buzz right now in the cosplay scene. And of course, we got some experts in the field, the people behind Cosmania, coming back, and we're going to talk to them in just a bit. Be sure to stick around for that. If you guys are curious, if you guys have any questions for them, drop them by over on playback.tv/magic899. That's our live stream. And for those tuning in on the road, maybe I can convince you guys to get into cosplay. Maybe, just maybe. Be sure to stick around for that. For now, though, I got a song by Lil Nas X, a song called Panini, to end off this hour. Be sure to stick around here on Game Night. Today's best music, we are Magic 89.9.
You're leveling up with Wacky, Kian, and David on Game Night.
We got Taylor Swift, a song called The Fate of Ophelia here in today's best music, Magic 89.9. You're still with me, Junior Jock, Wacky. Time the clock is currently 7:10 p.m. This time check is brought to you by Project Inclusion Network. Sound check in our studio, our sound level is at 65 decibels. This sound check is brought to you by Safe Sound. Visit safesoundcheck.com to measure the sound around you. You're still with me up until 9 p.m. for the rest of Game Night, baby. And here is the thing, okay? Here's the thing. I teased since earlier that today is going to be a good day. This show is going to be a jam-packed show because we have some special guests here today joining us. If you guys tune into Game Night, you know that we're huge fans of the cosplay scene. Me and the boys, we do cosplays every now and then. We dabble in it. And of course, we gotta know the latest buzz when it comes to cosplay conventions. And I think we got the perfect set of people here to join us today. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the head honchos behind events like Cosmania, Cosmeet. Guys, hi, you guys. Hi.
Hello.
Pablo and Christine, guys, how
Yes.
are you guys doing?
Since we're talking about, this is the gamers world.
Yes, it is, yeah.
I think we should have handles.
Yeah, okay.
So, from an old game called Ragnarok Online from
Yeah.
way back. My name was Nethermere. Nethermere.
So instead of Pablo, today I
Yes.
call you Nethermere.
Just for today,
I got
we're
that.
gonna Nethermere.
Oh, I get that. I get
Yes.
that. What about you, Christine?
You can call me Korean. I use the local username Korean, the local gremlin at Cosplay Page.
Kareen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kareen.
Kareen. We got
Kareen Abdul-Jabbar.
Nethermere and
And
Kareen.
Kareen.
Guys, how are you guys doing? Of course, thank you guys so much for joining me today. How was the trip here? First question, of course. How was the trip here?
Well, the usual, lots of traffic, and the occasional jam with like all the people beeping and.
Oh my gosh, you're right. I don't know what I expected.
Yeah, well, but it's a lot of fun to be here, and it's always fun to be here in Joaqui's world, the Wackopolis. We're really here to whack everybody off,
You're just gonna keep going with
Yeah.
the puns. No, that's good. That's good. Okay, guys, thank you once again for joining me today. You guys, last time you guys were here, we were talking about Cosmania, which was an event that happened just at the beginning of the month. And of course, I want to give a huge congratulations to you guys. Like, I saw the incredible reception that you guys were having, the incredible success of Cosmania. How are you guys feeling after such a big event that just happened?
Well, mostly exhausted. It was a lot. We'd like to thank everybody who came. There were like thousands upon thousands of people, and they came from as far as Malaysia.
Yeah.
There was a group from Indonesia. There was a group from like the U.S. There's like Europeans there. We had like a European guy who was dressed as He-Man.
Really? Now?
Yes, and then his wife was like Storm from the X-Men.
That's good. That's good.
It was crazy, and it was like so much fun to be able to talk to all cosplayers and like con goers from all over the world. It was really crazy.
That's nice, dude. Now, how was the setting down so far? Because as I heard, of course, a little birdie told me that you guys just finished Cosmania. You guys are slowly preparing for another one soon, if I'm not mistaken.
Slow is not the term I would use.
We're going turbo speed. We're going turbo speed.
Yeah, we're going turbo speed. We're like notching it up to the next level. We're gonna have a cos meet coming up at the end of the month. Like this October, it's coming.
This October, really?
Yeah, this October, this weekend.
Damn.
So 2 days. 2 days from now. I can't believe it's 2 days from now. It was just I just felt Cosmania was like yesterday.
Oh my gosh, you guys are just start of the month and almost towards the end of the month. You guys have something prepared. So you guys, I'm surprised you guys had the time to be here, but thank you guys so much. Here's the thing. We've been here before. One of the good things of having you guys here is, of course, we get to talk about the cosplay scene. And you guys, more than anyone, would be more familiar since you guys are the ones who organize the big collaborations, the big get-togethers wherein cosplayers come together and they get to discuss everything when it comes to cosplay, and every franchise comes together to have fun. And I want to have a little game with you guys as we start off today. Just a little bit of an icebreaker because you guys have been here before, and I want to get to know you guys more. Thoughts more on the head honchos behind Cosmania. And we get to learn more, I guess, about the cosplay scene as well as we do this. And just have some fun. Just have some questions for you guys, okay?
Sure,
Okay?
no problem.
Okay,
Let's
okay,
Titanic this stuff. Let's Titanic this thing.
Okay, here's the thing, okay?
Okay.
Because when it comes to cosplaying, there are a lot of franchises that come in. A lot of people wear different types of costumes as they come in. And I wanted to ask you guys, I want to test you guys on whether you guys knew what the most cosplayed character is. And I have 3 choices. You guys need to choose between the 3, and let's see if you guys can get it right, okay? This
All
is
right.
from Watch Mojo. Do you guys watch Mojo?
Yes.
Watch Mojo's
Watch
a classic.
Mojo on YouTube.
Yeah, Watch Mojo's a classic. Okay, here. Which of these 3 are the most cosplayed that you guys have seen? Okay, most cosplayed. The choices are either the Mario Brothers, Chun-Li, or Tifa Lockhart.
Oh, that's a
Yes.
tough one, especially
Right?
because here in
You
the
guys are-
Philippines, You have to remember, in the Philippines, it's different from.
Oh
other
yeah, I
countries.
get that. I get
So
that.
you know, there was a time where Genshin Impact was everywhere, right?
True.
And now I think I see K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, you're right.
They're
You're
like
right, you're right.
everywhere. Like you hear a soda pop everywhere.
Last time in Cosmania.
Yeah. So it's tough, but I would think I would place my bets on Mario Brothers
Mario Brothers.
because it's such an easy costume to
To do.
put on.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's
that makes
easy
sense.
to make, and you can actually buy it from most places.
You're right. You're
Yeah,
right. You're right,
like
you're right.
usually like the stores in Cosmania, you saw like the hats being sold, like the
Right.
different kind of hats, like
That's
not
right,
just the normal one. You know, you had the one with the ears.
They can easily get into
Yes.
the cosplay Mario,
Yeah.
and Mario is huge. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know that makes sense.
And Mario is still huge. You know,
Yeah,
we
it
still
still
have
is.
Mario Kart. You know, for the Switch 2. So
You're right.
Mario Kart World. So
Okay, what about you, Christine? What do you think?
I'm going with the same answer as Nethermere.
Really?
Mario, yes.
Mario.
Because actually the choices were not in the, it's not in my mind. I was initially thinking of Superman.
Oh,
you were thinking Superman?
Yeah.
No. DC was also on the list, but I had to like tone it down to 3 to give you guys a hard
okay.
time. These are like the ones like well, all of them are like huge,
Yeah.
but one of them is the top. Okay. Well, you guys, this is actually Mario Brothers is actually the 8th most cosplayed.
Ooh.
And the number 1 is actually Tifa Lockhart.
Tifa Lockhart.
A lot
Final
of
Fantasy.
female cosplayers do Tifa, which makes sense. It makes sense. I don't know if you guys have seen. How many Tifas would you see? Would you say you guys have seen in your time?
I've seen a lot of them, but most of them were earlier on. You know, you don't see them as often these
Now,
days. Yeah.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
You're right.
But I think lasting power, because Mario is, there's constant, there are constant iterations of the Mario games.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But yeah, now that we've dived on that, it's nice hearing you guys' thoughts. And of course, we were talking about the cosplay scene in general, cosplay scene and everything. Last time you guys were here, we kind of dived deeper when it came to the cosplay code of conduct, because as Cosmania was happening, there was this big talk about cosplay is not consent. Cosplay is not like being a cosplayer doesn't mean that you can just casually take pictures with them without their permission. Of course, you need to respect the cosplayers. That was the last thing we talked about. And the thing is, there are a lot of discussions in the cosplay scene, a lot of buzz happening in the cosplay scene. So I wanted to ask you guys if there were any, because you guys keep handling events just from Cosmania. We're doing another one soon, Cosmeet. I wanted to ask more when it comes to the hurdles that you guys run into in the cosplay scene. Are there any news, any recent buzz that have been happening in the cosplay scene?
Actually, there have been a lot.
Yeah.
The cosplay scene is not a very peaceful scene. It's not a very serene type environment. There's a lot of people, and if you're a cosplayer, you're pretty much very vocal.
Okay.
Because it's your, actually, if you think about it, cosplay is a self-expression, right? It's about expressing yourself.
Of course.
Recently there's been one about tier lists, like cosplayers were being placed on a tier list and objectified that way.
Oh my.
But the latest one, and this is the most significant one right now that people are talking about, is how older cosplayers are less relevant. You know, they're you know, the current cosplayers, current crop cosplayers are much more influential or famous, than the older cosplayers. So that's the thing, that's the hot topic right now in cosplay.
Well, why would that be the case, would you say? Why are they even making this take?
Because I think because, you know, with the prevalence of social media now, and like the idea of influencers, and there's even a term being thrown around called cosfluencers.
Cosfluencers.
Cosplay influencers.
Okay.
So there are a lot more eyes, you know, on cosplayers, and then they even have their ways of generating income, you know, through online, you know, through Patreon or other forms of income. So it becomes a sense that you feel like we didn't have those kinds of avenues before.
Yeah.
Right. And the valuation is different. Like today, it's more important, rather than making your own costume or doing a good performance or whatnot. Photos are a very big thing. So like having incredible photo shoots, using lots of photo manipulation.
Okay.
Using AI. AI is the buzzword now.
Oh my gosh.
So nowadays they're like AI cosplayers.
Oh my Lord.
So there are things that are different now. That we didn't have before. Like before, you didn't have studios available. To
True.
take care.
It's really hard to get a team assembled for
Costumes
something like that.
weren't like I'll order I'll click this thing online and it'll get sent to me in 2 weeks. So it's a very different world, and I think comparing the two is interesting, but at the same time you have to understand that it's a different world before.
That's true. That's really true. Because cosplaying, the resources that we have, the access that people have back then was much, much different. And then the fact that they're comparing it, I've been hearing buzz wherein they're being compared in terms of like the amount of passion they put into their costumes. Wherein they say that some people, like, they kind of devalue the other person's costume mainly because they say you don't know the character enough. They say you don't, you're only doing it for the clout just because this is a famous character. And then it's interesting to hear these takes and all of the takes that the people are saying when it comes to cosplaying. But what do you guys think? And what measures are you guys doing in order to, I guess, address these types of things?
Well, for one thing, cosplay is something that you do out of self-actualization. You do it for yourself. You don't technically do it for other people.
Okay.
So, in terms of what you're saying, that like these days cosplayers don't really think about the character, or they don't. Some of them maybe didn't even watch the series yet. They're cosplaying the character, and they don't really know how to pose and stuff like that. I think it's a valid criticism, but at the same time, I feel like you have to start somewhere, right?
That's true.
I think having that starting point where you at least bring the character to life, and then start to imbibe the character. Like suddenly you're getting the lore, right? Like sometimes you're introduced to something, but then you find out, there's so much lore and there's so much, backstory.
Sometimes cosplaying it is their first steps into getting into the series.
Yeah. So sometimes, we get that where, a cosplayer will come in a costume, they don't even know the character.
Yeah.
But then just see it in a positive sense.
That's true.
Then it's their first step to finding out about the character. And then they'll say like, my character is okay, but maybe I need to improve this, with my character. So I see it as like a starting point, and we shouldn't really look down on people who do that.
That's true.
I think we should respect everybody's decisions, and their choices that they make. But I do believe that there's value in learning the backstory, in learning the poses, and learning the expressions of the character, because then you bring the character to life, and it's different, being a cardboard cutout, in a mall and just standing there, as being in character and doing the performances and everything.
Right.
Because remember, cosplay, cosplay is actually costume and play, right? It's a combination of the two things. So it's like a merging of two worlds.
It's not just wearing the outfit. You also need to wear the character and give it the
otherwise, you're just a mannequin.
Right.
Just a mannequin.
You're right.
What do you think, Christine?
Yeah.
Actually, that was a good take, because I was thinking all the time when I heard the teacher, like, why are you going to discredit someone or something when you're just fully doing it for fun?
Yeah.
It's all about you, actually. It's like it stems from your passion, because like as Nadimir said, you need to like start with something, right? So what's the wrong with like starting with something trendy?
Yeah.
That actually is the beginning there, like imagine if I started to watch in K-pop Demon Hunters, and then I find a character that I can relate to that.
Yeah.
And I find that character pretty, and then I could be like them someday.
I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
The first cosplay I ever did was a xenomorph from Aliens.
Dang.
And it was a costume that actually somebody sold me that they made.
Okay.
And then it was something where, okay, I'll go watch the movie to see how I'm
That became your stepping stone for...
right? But after that, I like, I can improve this costume so that the mouth opens and the thing comes out. Right? And then I can improve my movements, to make it look creepier.
Like, now you get to give more respect to the character.
And then now you go like, okay, now I've done the xenomorph thing. Now let's try something else. So I did like, I did some Final Fantasy. I did some Berserk. Some other characters from. I did Transformers.
Gotcha.
I did like Marvel. So it's like the way to start. And I think sometimes there's this snobbiness. That goes around like, you're not a real cosplayer. You're just
with the voice,
But then again, you have to remember, there are different ways of coming into it, and then you have to start somewhere, and then you start developing that passion.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you just really have to. When someone gets into cosplay, you just really have to not judge.
Yes.
Because if they want to get into that character, maybe they're taking steps. You have to give them the, not necessarily like benefit of the doubt, but then you just have to respect their decision because they want to embody that character.
Yes.
And the people have been having a lot of opinion on that.
But I want to give a shout out to the older cosplayers.
Oh yeah.
Because remember, we didn't have we didn't have all the resources we had before. You couldn't like go to to an online store and just order your costume.
Like 3D printing wasn't even that big back then.
You couldn't even watch the anime on Netflix.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
You had to like find other ways to do that. So shout out to all those older cosplayers out there, and all of you listening. In our day, it wasn't as easy as these young'uns. We had to really work for our cosplays.
That's true. That's really, really true. Now, it's beautiful, and it's nice these are being addressed right now, and you guys are basically giving a stance on it. It's nice. It's nice. And in line with that, we've been giving like inspiration when it comes to people to get into cosplay. And of course, there are still people who want to get into the scene, who want to try cosplaying. So I have a few more fun little questions for you that I wanted to ask you guys. And this one, it's mainly about franchises. So basically, you just have to give me your guys' thoughts on this, okay? Because the thing is, you guys have handled a lot of the cosplay events. So if you guys wish you saw a cosplay of a franchise more, what franchise would it be? Like, what franchise would you guys want to see cosplayed more? If I were to ask you guys, anyone can answer.
You can start. Kimi.
Thinking about what franchise, because there's a lot.
There are a lot. But like, if there was one that you think is like, for example, I'm someone who wants to try cosplaying, but I don't know, and I want to not necessarily like just to stand out, but I want to represent something that's underrepresented. Let's say I want to do a franchise that I think is underrated. What franchise would you guys recommend?
One recent anime that I really like.
Yeah.
It's called Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju!
The character designs are so awesome. And the action is so awesome. I want to see more cosplay from there. Kaiju number 8. Tell us if you know about Kaiju number 8. Have you watched it?
Exactly.
I hate the finale this season.
Let's not spoil it. Yeah. Oh gosh. Kaiju number 8 is really cool though.
Yes.
So you would want to see more Kaiju.
I would like to say Kaiju number 8.
Oh, that's good. That's good. What about you, Christine?
I was thinking more into the local. Like, if you're familiar with the primetime show Encantadia.
Encantadia.
I was thinking of more of the fantasy. Like, when I saw the 2016 version, I was really fascinated with how the characters, the sangres, look like.
Gotcha.
And I really love how their costumes look like. Like, wow, they really look like, the elements or the effects. It was really fascinating.
No, I like that pick. Yeah. It's like local. That's a name I haven't heard of in a while. Encantadia. My God. No. What are you guys' thoughts on that when it comes to Filipino representation when it comes to cosplay? Have you guys been seeing a lot of it recently?
I've seen some of it. it was more towards the earlier, the first time Encantadia came out. There were people who really dressed up as the characters of Encantadia.
Gotcha. It'd be nice to see more of it, though.
I think we need more shows. We need shows.
You're right.
Yes.
You're right. We need more IPs that people like, Filipino IPs that people can actually like.
And I don't want just, clones of, famous IPs. I want more
actually
modern stuff.
That would fix it. You're right.
Yeah.
More cosplays of those would be really cool.
Yes, and I there was a time that we had those shows come into Cosplay Mania before, and they had their old introductions and stuff.
Gotcha.
And I really miss those because that was their way of really connecting with the audience base, and now they're more off on their own. I'd like to see that once in again, to see displays of like Encantadia costumes and how they're made and stuff like that.
But yeah, you guys are right. So now that we've run through different franchises, if you guys have heard the recommendations, if you guys want to stand out in a cosplay event, you guys should try those costumes. And you've run into different thoughts, different franchises, different thoughts on everything revolving cosplay. In a bit, I want to talk to you guys a bit more when it comes to the main event that's happening soon. You mentioned that there's a main event happening this weekend. I want to talk more about that in a bit. And of course, I want to hear more of you guys' thoughts. For those who are tuning in, if you guys, again, have any more questions for them, feel free to run them my way. I'll try my best to ask them the questions on air. But we'll be back in just a bit. I'll be back. We'll be back with the discussion, talk more about cosplay. It's nice hearing you guys' insights when it comes to this kinds of stuff. And I think it's absolutely perfect for me to play something from an anime that the people absolutely love. This is a song from Code Geass. You guys might know it, by Flow. A song called Colors. Today's best music magic, 9.9.
You're leveling up with Wacky, Kian, and David on game night.
Today's best music magic 89.9. We got Young Gravy, Baby No Money, and Rich Brian's song called Say La Vie here on Game Night. You're still with me, Junior Jock, Wacky, up until 9 p.m. And of course, I'm not alone here. I mentioned earlier, I am still with, of course, the people behind Cosme, and we have Nethermere and Teamy. Guys, hi. How are you guys doing? The thing is, we mentioned earlier that we were going to talk more when it comes to... We talked earlier everything when it came to cosplaying. Everything, the current buzz that's happening in the cosplay scene, the cosplay scene. And now I wanted to cover when it comes to your guys' upcoming event. You guys have another event coming up. It's called Cosmeet, right? What do the people need to know about Cosmeet?
Well, Cosmeet is basically cosplay and meat.
I never would have guessed that.
Yes. and it's not the meat that you eat, it's the meat that you meet. So it's like actually it's a concatenation of like a swap meet and a cosplay. So cosplay swap meet. So
swap meet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like a big marketplace where cosplayers get together and they meet each other and they swap cosplay cards, cost cards, right? And then the whole idea, it's like supposed to be a social thing.
Okay.
You get to, but there's a lot of booths that you can see, like about almost 100 booths.
Dang.
You can see from like artists and cosplayers. So there's tons of things to see. And you know what the best thing is?
What?
It's absolutely free.
Free.
Yeah, no entrance free. Can you believe it?
Oh my gosh.
So like there's so much to do and so much to see, and it's gonna be at the Okada Pavilion.
Pavilion.
Yeah.
This is gonna happen.
Crystal Pavilion. Yeah.
Crystal Pavilion. This is gonna happen this weekend, right?
This weekend.
Completely free, so anyone can just go in and join in.
Yes. Plus, you know what? There's free parking.
Oh, okay, that's good. That is good.
And if you don't have a car, we have free shuttles coming from major areas.
You guys thought of everything, huh?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You mentioned earlier that there were going to be a lot of booths. Of course, that always kind of piqued my interest because when it comes to cosplay events, I will say that we do call it a cosplay event, but it's not just cosplayers that go to these types of events. It's not just all about cosplaying because there are also different communities that kind of intertwined when it comes to things like this. You mentioned that there were booths, and I can't help but remember the artist alley that you guys had, the art area that you guys had, where different artists come in.
Yeah.
And
we call it actually to be a little different. We call it like the fan fair.
Fan fair. That's what you guys call it.
Because they're fans, making fan art. So we have, I think, around 40 or 50 different booths that are from artists
For this weekend?
Yeah, and then we have the All-Star Avenue where the cosplayers have their meet and greets.
Oh, this is where they can like get to talk to the cosplayers that they
Yes.
like and get some pictures as well.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Okay, here's the thing. We were talking about artists. Here's a question I have for you guys, because when I went to Cosmania, one thing that I had trouble in was deciding what franchise I was gonna get like the most art of. So if you guys go to a cosplay event, like just out of curiosity to know more about you guys, if you guys had to pick one franchise that you were gonna get like different bits of merch of, or different like keychains or stickers or pins of, what franchise would it be?
Okay. For me, it's easy.
Really?
Because I'm a big Pokemon fan.
Oh.
Pokemon. Ever since the very beginning, Pokemon. Actually, my kids got into it.
Passing it down.
They're the ones who got like, buy me this game. I'm like, wait, you're not playing this game? Okay, I guess I'll pick it up and try. Oh, this is not bad.
I get that. No, I get that.
So it was a lot of fun, and I like Pokemon. I play Pokemon Go, and I play all the Pokemon ZA.
God, and there's a lot of good Pokemon art,
Yes,
I would say.
Yes, and there's tons of great Pokemon artists.
Yes.
So there's a lot of things, like they're different. Like I've seen like different Pokeballs with like different designs from all your favorite. I've seen some keychains. I bought keychains,
Yes.
stickers, everything. Like all these accessories. We have bags. I even have like a polo shirt, with like a one that's ghost themed and one that's fire themed.
With all the
one that's
different,
dragon.
with the specific type. That's cool.
Yes, so you can see all that stuff. It cost me, so it's gonna be a great time.
No, I get that. What about you, Christine?
Challenging because I like to collect a lot.
Oh, really? If you had to pick one, like, what was your main priority when it comes to finding, like, what franchise would you get?
Hatsune Miku theme.
Hatsune Miku!
Everything that's Hatsune Miku theme, I'm probably gonna buy them all.
No,
Because,
fair.
yeah, because from the figurines down to the little trinkets and stickers, I would love to have them full collection over.
Yes, that's the thing is Hatsune Miku, if I'm not mistaken, is gonna be having like something soon.
Yes, it's like the Miku Expo. That's gonna be like in November.
That's exciting. No, but Hatsune Miku, completely valid. But yeah,
Fair.
we talk about like the artist community integrating with the cosplay community, and which is really nice. But it's not just the artist community. If I'm not mistaken, there's also, because when I went to Cosmania, I was surprised to see a lot of gaming representation when it comes to events like this. And I wanted to ask, when it comes to gaming, are there any stuff that you guys are doing in Cosmeet when it comes to gaming? Because, I'm a gamer. This is game night. So, I wanted to ask, when it comes to gaming, what do you guys have in store for gamers?
There's actually going to be a fighting tournament.
Fighting game tournament?
Yeah, fighting game tournament. So, Teeny, can you tell us more about the fighting gaming tournament?
So it's called Ishoryu, a fighting game festival.
Shoryu.
Yeah, so
Shoryuken!
That's smart, Shoryu.
Hadouken!
another we can explain further about what are the games that we can find or we can play into Shoryu game.
There's a lot of fighting games, I would say, because I'm part of the fighting game community. I play Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But I will say the Tekken, Street Fighter, there's so much representation. And it's nice that there's going to be a fighting game tournament. That's cool. That's cool that you guys are having that too. And I imagine, do you guys have anything, because last time, I remember there were a lot of rhythm games. Rhythm games has a lot of representation when it comes to stuff like this. And do you guys have anything for rhythm games, this Cosmeet?
Not specifically for this cosplay,
Okay,
but we're
okay.
looking into for other events. Remember, we have like 6 major events every year.
True.
So
That's true.
there's tons of opportunities for there. We also have a Lego community thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
what's
they're
going
gonna-
on with Lego?
There's gonna have a big Lego display during the event, so you can check out all these Lego created.
And this is all for free. People can just go in and join in.
You can go in, join in, take a look at everything. buy stuff, buy merch.
Gotcha. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's nice. Cosmeet is going to be happening, if I'm not mistaken, this weekend. And it's going to happen at the Okada Pavilion, if I'm not mistaken.
It's the Crystal Pavilion.
Crystal Pavilion.
Yeah,
at
in Okada, Manila.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got with the confusion rate, my bad. So if you guys are interested in getting into the cosplay community, if you guys want to get some merch, want to meet cosplayers, maybe show off the cosplays that you guys have, and maybe take part in the different types of communities that are part of an event like this, be sure to drop by. It's going to be happening this weekend with free admission over at Okada at the Crystal Pavilion. Guys, of course, I want to thank you guys once again for joining me today. Do you guys have any last words for everybody tuning in? Any words to entice them to go to an event like this?
Okay, go.
Go ahead.
Just because we almost forgot, if they join the Shoryu fighting contest, they can get a chance to win a controller.
Really?
Yes. Oh yeah, even the cosplay there's gonna be a cosplay competition and also a karaoke competition.
Oh my gosh.
So if you want a karaoke, it's absolutely free. You can join, and then the winners get GameSir controllers.
Dang. So if you can basically compete well, if you can do well, you get to bring home a controller yourself.
Yeah, but remember, it doesn't cost you anything to join. So.
That's true. Oh my gosh.
And it's fun. If you have a costume and you want to perform on stage, just join the contest. It's absolutely free. Plus, we have a parade. We're gonna go around the whole Okada, Manila.
So much that's gotta be happening. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's gonna be crazy. So cosplayers transform and move them out.
I hope you guys drop by. This sounds like an incredible event, and I wish you guys the best in running it. Hopefully everything goes well, and hopefully I can try and see you guys there, because I want to bring home some stuff. Because one thing I always love, I mentioned this earlier, but I always love getting keychains and trinkets from the different booths. It's always so nice, and it's always nice meeting the cosplay community. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for joining me today.
And guys, if you missed the merch from Cosmania, we're gonna have merch.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be here, by the way, guys. I got a cosplay mug. For those tuning in over on our live stream, I got a Cosplay Mania mug. It looks amazing. And I'm gonna be drinking from this for the rest of my life. But again, thank you guys so much for joining in. Pablo, Christine, Nethermere, and Teeny. Guys, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I had an absolute blast. Please do stay safe. And I hope you guys can join in again soon. If you guys have any more events coming up, please do drop by again. I love having you guys here.
Definitely, it was a lot of fun. And before we end every event, we have this saying, goodbye and keep cosplaying.
Keep cosplaying, ladies and gents. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys there. For those who are tuning in, I'm looking forward to see you guys there, and hopefully you guys bring some banger cosplays, okay? And again, we've been talking about cosplaying. I gotta play some more anime music for you guys. This song is something from My Hero Academia. Franchise has been popping off recently. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bunch of My Hero this cosplay. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But yes, this song called Peace Sign, song by Kenshi Yonezu, here on Game Night, today's best music. We are Magic 89.9.
You're leveling up with Wacky, Kian, and David on Game Night.
We got Cat's Eye, song called Game Boy, here on today's best music, Magic 89.9. You're still with me, Junior Jock, Wacky, for Game Night. And here is the thing, ladies and gents. It's that time of the night again. You guys know that towards the end of the night, towards the last hour, we have on-air games for you guys. And you guys might be wondering, Wacky, you're all alone, Wacky. How are you gonna play games? Kian's not here. Well, we're experimenting today, ladies and gents. We are experimenting, and I've got quite the game prepared for you guys, because we've been talking about costumes, cosplay, Cosmania, and you know what else comes up when I think of costumes? I think of Halloween. I think of spooky month. I'm still in the spooky mood, so today I got another horror game prepared for you guys. If you guys are fans of horror, then you guys better stick around, because the game we're going to be playing today is a game that's so prevalent in the horror sphere that you guys might know it. It's a game called Little Nightmares 2. I'm playing it right now. We're going to be playing it today. Hopefully you guys stick around. I'm gonna let you guys know my thoughts on everything. And like I said, we're experimenting today, because I'm going to be playing while I'm here, which is a first over in Game Night, but we're gonna try it out today. Hopefully you guys stick around and you guys are enjoying the show so far. For those who are still here, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys had fun with the interview that we had earlier. Let's talk about more of that in a bit, but for now it's game time, baby. If we could have direct show the game on screen right now. There we go. Little Nightmares 2, ladies and gents. This is the enhanced edition. I got my controller ready, and I think I can transfer the game music right now. Let's see if we can hear the game a bit. Oh Oh no, you guys. Okay, here's the thing, okay? We're playing a horror game today. A horror game. So if you guys are the scary type, if you guys get scared easily, if you guys aren't fans of horror, brace yourselves, hold my hand. I'll be with you guys through it all, and I might need someone to hold my hand, but here in Little Nightmares, here's the thing with Little Nightmares, okay? This is a game wherein you play as a very small creature. You play as a small person throughout this game, basically. And your job is to basically survive in this world filled with enormous monsters. There are a lot of things we need to try and traverse. If I'm not mistaken, there are a lot of different areas that we need to try. Ooh, let me see if I can jump that. Oh my gosh, okay. This is interesting because I need to try and do this jump. Never mind, we're not meant for parkour. I'm just gonna... Are those flies? Oh my. Okay, here's the thing. For those who are tuning in over on the radio sets, you guys are seeing the creepy atmosphere. Little Nightmares has been a game that is known to really scare the masses, really. Like, it's a game that has scared the masses, and it's a game that really provides a lot of scary moments because you play as such a small character and you need to try and traverse different areas. There we go. We actually made the jump. Okay. Still getting used to the controls. But we're currently in a forest. Trying to find... I don't even know where we're supposed to go, ladies and gents. I don't even know where we're supposed to go. Is this a cage or... What is this? We're gonna try and figure out where we need to go. Oh, we need to drag. Okay. Let's hold this button. Hold this. And then we drag. Hold this. And then we drag. This button. This button right here. Okay. So there are a lot of moments, intuitive moments, wherein you need to try... There are a lot of puzzles in this game, I would say. And the scare factor doesn't come in until once you get into the building, if I'm not mistaken. Little Nightmares 1 was a game that really scared everybody because of the tension that it builds as a game. And here you guys are able to see, we're currently in an underground area filled with trees and... oh my gosh, I don't understand. We're currently playing as this box person. And this is single player, by the way. Little Nightmares 2 and Little Nightmares 1 are single player, but Little Nightmares 3 recently got released. And so, that's where they integrated co-op play. But not for today, ladies and gents. That is a bag of flies and bodies. We are not going to touch that. We're not going to touch that, okay? We're going to keep on going. I'll try and show you guys how the monsters look like so you guys understand where I'm coming from, okay? So you guys know that I'm not crazy. I'm not just a coward. There we go. And this is a platformer game. So it's meant to be played side-scrolling type. So for those who are listening in on the radio sets, you guys can imagine we're side-scrolling through a forest, trying to find our way to where we need to go. We're kind of lost. I'm kind of just as lost as the character we're playing, I'm not going to lie. And we're just going to try our best to traverse everything. I'm hoping we can find... Oh, that's a trap! That was a trap, ladies and gents. One thing I really like it when horror games do is sound design. The sound design that horror games have, it has to be pristine. It has to be really, really good. Well, of course, it needs to immerse you well enough. So we're gonna juke this trap right here. There we go. Looks like there's someone trying to get us. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, let's keep on moving. I guess we're avoiding traps in today's episode, huh? We're avoiding all of the traps. Let me pull this. Usually Kian is here to help me on what to do. Let's push this, okay. Let's try our best. There we go. I like how I'm doing ASMR type right now. There we go. Push it. There we go. Like I said, there are a lot of puzzles here, so forgive me if I do try and figure it out and it takes me a while to get used to everything. But trust me when I say that we're gamers and this is what we're meant to do. This is a canon progression and we're doing great right now, actually. I'm just hoping we get into the action soon. There we go. For those who are tuning in, you guys can play this game on multiple consoles, on all major consoles, if I'm not mistaken. But currently we're playing it on PC. Works very well with controller, I would say. That is a lot. And we have to run. We have to run! Okay. A lot of things are out to get us in this game. A lot of things are out to get us. We're gonna try our best. Published by Bandai Namco. It is by Bandai Namco. I should not be distracted, Wacky. I should not be distracted. You should not. Okay. Double take that. Double take. You guys didn't see anything, okay? I was reading something. You guys didn't see anything. We're gonna run and sprint. There's a log out to get us. Go. Go. There's a log right behind us. I feel like Indiana Jones. There we go. Okay. The game, I will say, one of the things the game is most known for is its integration of stealth elements. Because in this game, there are different monsters that you encounter, different types of monsters that you encounter, and your job is basically to survive and avoid them. And so, stealth has always been a big part of this game. Where am I going? I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Let's go here. There we go. I feel like we can jump this. Go up here. Oh, the thing is, the game is not just side-scrolling. It's a 3D platformer. So, you really need to make most of the entirety of the map. Yeah, we're going to try and make most of the entirety of the map. Okay, let's showcase a bit more of the game. I'll try my best to find the exciting parts of the game. I'll try my best to get into the deeper end of the game. But this is how the game looks. It looks absolutely pristine. The sound, I'm honestly like, I get chills just hearing the sound design of this game. There we go. We had to swing from a rope in order to get to the next area. And now, we have a lever. What do we do with the lever? I do not know. We pull it. There we go. Push it downward. This is what I mean when I say that there's so many different elements that it integrates that you need to try and get used to. Like parkour, it integrates puzzles, it integrates... There we go. I don't even know what we're looking for, but this is the atmosphere that it's setting. It's setting an atmosphere that's really eerie, really creepy, and we're gonna try our best to run into our first monster later, but right now I'm gonna leave you guys on this bridge, okay? I'm gonna leave you guys on this bridge, and we will see what happens as we progress to the game. I'll run through it more in just a bit. Do not worry, there's gonna be more. So many things to look at for this game, but this is Little Nightmares 2. Hopefully you guys stick around. I'll play more of it in just a bit, but for now I gotta play you guys some more music. Gotta keep you guys company with some music, okay? And here's a song by Marshmello and Khalid. It's a song called Numb. Here today's best music, we are Magic 89.9.
You're leveling up with Wacky, Kian, and David on game night.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. You're still with me, Junior Jock, Wacky, here on game night, and we are still running through towards the end of the show. I'm still running through a game called Little Nightmares 2, and currently I tried my best to traverse all of the parts. I ran into a bunch of booby traps actually, and I'm currently in a house. I'm currently inside of a house, and I am figuring out the next course of action because we gotta figure out where else to go. Basically, Little Nightmares 2, beautiful, beautiful game, I will say. And it's a horror game that's known for you making use of the fear of being scared, of people being scared. So if you're the type who isn't a fan of feeling like, you know those dreams that you get where you play as a little mouse, the dreams that you get where you play as a little creature, this thing will fuel that. That's why it's called Little Nightmares. It's like a fever dream. It's like a fever dream that you have to live. And I'm currently trying my best to find the next... I feel like we're close to the next monster, actually. We're close to the first monster because I just found this axe, and I think we can use this to open the door. Okay. I think you can hear... There we go. It's a bit quiet here in this house. But it is horror. We are horror themed. So let's see if we can run through the monster over here in this area. Let's break this door. There we go. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's see if we can get in. But here's the thing. In games like this, it always builds up the suspense, I will say. It always builds up the suspense. I think the audio isn't working too well. Let's see if we can fix the audio of the game. But we are progressing through the game. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your time here so far. For those who tuned in, hopefully you guys are enjoying your time here. And thank you guys so much for sticking around. A bunch of traps that we had to run into. And, oh, the kid just ran past us. Okay. If you guys want to see the action, you guys can join us over on playback.tv/magic899. And right now, I think we're going to chase the kid. There's a lot of mystery revolving around this game, I will say. A lot of mystery that I guess I'll leave you guys to try and figure out because, of course, as much as I want to show you guys everything that this game has to offer, we only have so much time here on Game Night. We only have so much time. And I will try my best, though, to showcase. Let's see if we can find the kid that just ran past us. Let's see if we can find him. There he is. Okay, I'm chasing him down. Where are you? Where are you going? There we go. The game is back. The game audio is back, and that jump scared me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see what this family is up to. I guess while I'm doing this, I need to rate the game. Here's the thing. The game, absolutely beautiful. Really builds up the suspense so well. And it makes you... It's very smart with what it does with the puzzles, I will say. It's really smart with what it does with puzzles. And I like the resourcefulness that they have in playing around with you playing as a little person. Attack on Titan, yes. Here's the thing: you're such a small person in a game like this, so the people we're going to be fighting with, they're titans. They're huge, like Direct said in the first game. There's so many like enormous monsters. What is going on here? You guys are gonna hear. You guys are hearing these characters. I don't know if they don't talk, by the way, so I don't know what kind of communication they're doing. But little nightmares, ladies and gents. This is gonna give me nightmares. I don't know what he's up to. I don't know what the game is meant to be about. But we're gonna open the basement and uncover the secrets of this realm a bit more. Oh my! For those that are tuning in, thank you guys so much for sticking around. This is a pretty jam-packed show, and I had a lot of fun today, I will say. I had a lot of fun. Little Nightmares, I would say, if I were to rate Little Nightmares, because it's the continuation of the first game. Not knowing the first game and going through this, there's a lot of stuff you need to figure out, I will say. And it looks like he's going to help us. Does he help us? Okay, he's creeping me out. Goodness gracious. So much mystery in a game like this. There's only so much we can show, but hopefully you guys are interested. Try and run into it yourself. If you guys want to try a game like this, be sure to check it out over on PC, on all major platforms. I would say you guys can find this game, and you guys won't have a problem at all. But yes, ladies and gents, that's all the time we have for Game Night. If I were to rate the game, I would say, with the stuff that it has, it really creeped me out as I ran into it. I would say I'd give it a... The thing is, it's such a good horror game because I've seen the first game. That's what I will say. I've seen the first game. And so, you guys should trust me on this one. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10 for your Little Nightmares 2. Trust me on that one. Just trust me on that one. If you guys are interested and want to know more about what the game has to offer, the types of monsters that you have to fight in the game, feel free to try it out. It's on all major platforms. And yes, unfortunately though, ladies and gents, that's all the time we have for Game Night. Thank you guys so much to everybody for sticking around. Before I go, I want to give a few shout outs. Huge thank you, of course, to everybody tuning in. I'm seeing Sabari, Lightermain 200X, JP Siton, Alex, Victor Torres. Of course, thank you guys. Ghost of Sparta was here. Guys, thank you guys so much for sticking around. I hope you guys had fun on today's rendition of Game Night. Doing stuff alone is a lot. It's alright. Awesome Cuber was here too. Don't worry. Next week, Kian will be back and he'll be helping me out here. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be playing more horror games and we're going to figure stuff out. Because next Game Night, if I'm not mistaken, will happen on the 30th. So... it will be perfect for Spooky Month. It will be absolutely perfect for Spooky Month. Let's give a few I want to give a few shout outs, of course, to some of the people tuning in. My grandma is tuning in. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Mamu. Happy birthday. Happy birthday as well to Mylene Uneres and Arniel Villanueva. Guys, happy birthday. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. And I hope you guys are having an incredible Thursday so far. Yes, do not worry, Ghost of Sparta. More Rage games with main event Kian soon. But yes, thank you guys for sticking around. If you guys want to see more of Magic, you guys can catch us on all of our social stats at Magic899 absolutely everywhere. If you guys want to see more of me, you guys can catch me at Wacky_Norris on Instagram or anywhere. Wacky Norris everywhere. I stream on Twitch. I stream horror games on Twitch. So be sure to check those out if you guys want to. But yes, thank you guys so much for sticking around. Another rendition of Game Night. I had a lot of fun with you guys. We got to talk about cosplay events happening soon. We got to talk about horror games. Unfortunately, though, that's all the time I have for today. Thank you guys for sticking around. I'm leaving you guys with a song that's been taking the internet by storm. If you guys know Speed, W Speed, song called Blue, song by Yoonkai. Be sure to stick around, more songs coming in. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was Game Night with Junior Jock, Joaqui, here on Magic 89.9. See you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Magic 89.9.